Good morning, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Back with another quarantine stream day. I don't know what of the Rona lockdown worldwide. They say that we're going to lock her up, but indeed they locked us up here on house arrest. Hopefully everybody's going through the quarantine and staying strong out there. Make sure you're touching the buttons, like, subscribe, post notification bell, the ding ding. Stay tuned in to the good crypto words that we spread here every day, whether it's up or it's down. You know, we're out here booming, swinging for the fences, behaving like a fourth batter, like Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire in their prime. Drop a comment. I see JoJo Wave. Good morning to you, sir. And shout out to all the boomers that are tuning in. Bitcoin and stocks are pulling back a bit after the rally. Stocks a little bit more than Bitcoin. Bitcoin kind of holding ground there. And like I've said, unless the stock market's going to rally, I don't expect Bitcoin to move up. Now, if the stock market goes sideways, there is a possibility. But right now, everything is following in the wake of the legacy market as the Fed continues to pump and pump and pump and pump and pump more and more cash into the system like never before seen. Word on the block and on the streets are that now the Fed is going to have to, or is already, correct me if I'm wrong, bailing out municipalities, cities now. So they're about to buy it all. I told you, the whole world's going on welfare, it appears. So keep your eyes focused on what's going on, and we'll continue to keep track here of the markets as Bitcoin is trading more sideways. I mean, kind of topped off at 7K there, and now we're a little bit of pullback. We'll check out the legacy system and see what's going on as I get these ads from the Brave browser. I continue to say it on all my streams. You need to download the Brave browser right now. Start earning basic attention tokens via this Brave browser by clicking on ads. If you don't want the ads, you could turn it off and have a real clean web surfing experience out there, boomers. So make sure you're kapumping and touching all the buttons right now immediately. Shout out to everybody on DLive, dlive.tv/Champagne Crypto. I'm multi-streaming to that platform using Restream.io, and everything is working very saucy at the moment. I like it. Make sure you're following me and participating in the DLive chat, because I do redistribute those crypto lemons to the most active participants in that chat. So we do this every day, and make sure you are caressing those buttons immediately. Let's get to it. Let me share my screen out here. Look at the bits prices. Look at the stock prices. Look at the futures prices, the oil prices, and the rest of the commodities if you like. We'll talk about Monero actually quietly making gains. You know how I feel about Monero, the only true Crip walker out there. Shout out to all my Crip walkers worldwide. Drop a comment. Let me get a 10-4 Roger that if you read me. I see Dark Party 2000. Kaboom. Okay, it seems like you guys are reading me loud and clear. Make sure you're caressing those buttons. Let me share my screen here. You can see the math via Trading View and Coinbase 6609. It's a double head and shoulders here that we experienced yesterday. It seems like we topped off about 6880. And here we are trying to hold ground at 6608. If I said before, if the legacy markets trade sideways, that's positive for Bitcoin. If they go up, that's positive for Bitcoin. But if this market starts dumping, that's negative for Bitcoin, in my personal opinion. Let me repeat that I'm not anyone's financial advisor. I'm not your crypto daddy or father. Maybe I should be. You guys got to make your own decisions, do your own research, and kapump your own way. Shout out to Main Event. Happy Friday to you, sir. Main Event, have you tried out the Hive.io or the Hive blockchain or whatever's in the beehive out there? Steam, hard fork. There is now a new blockchain called Hive, which is basically a clone of Steam minus Justin Sun. So they buzzed them out. They zapped them out there. And that's interesting. I haven't used it yet because I don't know if they've tightened up the screws and dotted the I's and crossed the T's, but it seems like they will sooner than later if they haven't already. New boomers dropping memes. I see you out there, boomer. Stay strong. let's go ahead and check out today's mathematics over here on CoinMarketCap. We'll talk about Monero, what could happen after this Ronavirus war. And I'll give you a little clip of Bill Cooper, one of the Champ's inspirations here. And you know, Coop, I've talked about him in the past, and we're going to play a clip when he predicted the funny bunny narrative of bin Laden and what would happen in 9/11. And you know, what happened to him was that he was sniped down by the authorities. And, just as, a shout out to the Coop. So my question is, when will the rioting start, says Roger Ripple. Listen, if people are safe at home getting checks from the government and the food's still on the shelves and the porn is still on the web, I think people will be pacified and obedient. It's funny to me how obedient the majority of popular culture is behaving. Guys, they're not asking any questions. They're all commies, okay? And they're bending the knee in obedience to their daddy, which is the deep state, a.k.a. Satan. Okay, you know the deal out there. Shout out to Roger, New Boomer, Main Event, Dark Party, and the rest of the crypto maniac soldiers deep here in the foxholes of the blockchain battlefield trenches. Whatever it's up, whenever it's down, we're out here swinging for the fences, doing the Crip walk like Snoop Dogg in Long Beach, California. Boom. LA locked down out there. Locked down. It's funny to see these celebs all in their small apartments and trying to continue to go on with their lives. And, shout out to them, but they're funny bunny as well. Most of them are commies. Anyhow, it seems like those that are still at work are the strong men working those blue-collar jobs, pushing the trucks out there, and the people on the front lines in the grocery stores, the pharmacies, and the other essential businesses. Big shout-out to all the maniacs, everybody worldwide, the men and women holding it down out there. Main Event is reporting here that he only looked at Hive, having read about the Hive blockchain tech company sending a cease and desist over them using the Hive name. Not sure you can cease a blockchain. Yeah, I don't know about that, but I'm going to keep my eyes open and let me know if it's working or not, and whether I can post or not. Slim Reaper is here dancing with the cats. I like that name, Slim Reaper. Roger Ripple's here, New Boomer's here, and we got the bits here at 6610. Let's check out the math over there on CoinMarketCap. You got the total market cap at $185 billion. Bitcoin dominance at 65.6. Almost there at 66, and that's when things seems to stabilize. It's a funny number, and it's one that I've seen pop up, and I find quite a coincidence. Bitcoin there at 66.37, Ether at 135, Ether. I like Ether, and I think it's going to be around. But, we got to get through this Rona war. We got to get through this Bitcoin halving and then move forward. We got Bitcoin Cash there at 223. I think it's going to stay around too. It has that Bitcoin name brand. Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, throw it in the toilet. I want nothing to do with it. Litecoin at $39. What is the purpose of Litecoin nowadays? All I hear is it's cheap and it's fast. But so is Bitcoin Cash. So I don't know. And Bitcoin is not too expensive nowadays either. So let me know why I'm holding a Litecoin bag. I'm glad that I shaved some weight off of it and I trim a little bit of the fat on my Litecoin baggie. But ever since Charlie Lee dumped years ago, I should have dumped as well. I'm glad that I ended up shaving some of that fat, though. EOS at 231, Binance at 1284, Tezos at 170, Leo at 101, Monero. The only true boomer on the top 20 as far as being a real crypto. The rest of these coins are arguably surveillance coins, and they're not crypto. They're blockchain tokens. That's what it is. And some are just glorified databases. Stellar there at 4 cents, Chainlink at 226, Cardano at 3 cents, and you can read the rest of the rankings there. Having a Queen Bee concept is centralized. Hive is an exit scam project, says Digital Gold. Let's see what it all turns out to be. I don't know. It's a new project. I don't know if it's an exit or not. I mean, I don't, I'm not sure if that's true or not. Let's see how it plays out. Hold the Litecoin bag until it pumps, then dump it, says Niagara. And Johnson Cackery says quarantine stream, LOL. Indeed, we're out here quarantine on the lockdown. Trump said he was going to lock her up, but in fact, he locked us up. Everybody is on house arrest. So, shout out to the Q-tards out there that still believe. I mean, come on, guys. At this point, come on, guys. Let's just get back to work. Hopefully the word on the block is now they're going to start ranking counties according to their risk factor. and making recommendations, and they're going to start opening up sections of the country little by little. Welcome to the Hunger Games. Welcome to the Hunger Games. Let's go ahead and check out the legacy markets over here and hit refresh over there on TradingView. You can see the indices, S&P right now, it seems like it's in the red now, down 3% after having a 3-day rally. And, you know, that was a fake rally. Guys, who's buying right now? Who's buying enough to keep the markets going up? I'm sure there's somebody buying here and there, but do you think there's enough justified buying? Guys, American Airlines was up yesterday, and they're doing the worst they've ever done. You know it's all fake. Guys, it's all fake, okay? It's all fake. S&P 500 now at 2531. Dow there at 21664. You got crude oil getting slammed back down at $21. You got the currencies. U.S. dollars still the king right now. Cash is king. You got the 10-year yield is down 12, almost 13%, getting smashed out there at 0.73. You got gold looking sexy. Gold is holding. Gold is holding, guys. 16.19. Gold is looking good. Silver is even up there at $14 after bottoming out, I think, about 12. Platinum's been making gains as well, but palladium's falling a little bit behind. You can see the stocks now are back down. You know, those blue chippers, Carnival, General, AMD, Ford, they all boomed for like 2 days after the news of these bailouts and the stimulus package. But, you know, as it pumps, you know what it is, guys. Buy the rumor, sell the news. They've been saying it I don't know how many times, and I'm not your advisor, but it seems like that makes sense, okay? You can see here the cryptos are in the red as well. Let's check out what this article over here. Well, let's look what the Wall Street Journal's saying, because I've been checking out the WSJ, even though I don't pay for the, you read the headlines, you can kind of get a vibe of what's going on. If you want more information, you could search for it. You got Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. He tested positive, and he's streaming there from home. He doesn't even look that bad, guys. It doesn't even look that bad. There's people now testing positive, and they're like, hey, I got some symptoms. I don't feel good. But, guys, are you going to lock down the whole? I mean, this is an exaggerated response, if you ask me. I mean, even people that have the virus like this guy, you see him talking, everything's all good. Hey, if you're sick, stay home. This is incredible. New Boomer is saying Cube theory is pretty interesting. I watched the video last week. Well, you're pretty late to the party. This thing's been going on for a while, and I was kind of sipping on the Q potion for a moment there, but Q is Satoshi, guys, and Satoshi's Q. It's all a bunch of nonsense, and maybe there's some facts, but it's controlled. Okay, Johnson said he'll maybe watch that later. Okay, Johnson, thanks for stopping by. How long before is enough, says Roger Ripple. I think that's a question everybody needs to ask themselves. Digital Gold says Bojo is off sick. Right, but he's, he in this video, I mean, I'm not going to play it now, but, you could go there to WSJ and play it. And you see him at home. He's talking. He's like, yeah, I'm feeling a little under the weather. But he certainly doesn't look. And these people that are saying that they're testing positive, they certainly don't look like, it's severe enough to shut down the entire globe. I mean, come on, guys. It goes in stages and develops over weeks from all the doctors I've watched, says CryptoZilla. So how many weeks? Let's see. Let's see how it all. I'm not convinced, guys. This is an exaggeration. It's what the facts are. I don't get the mass world panic because the numbers wise is not huge in comparison to other things. Exactly. So this is, this shows a lot. This shows a lot. Sipping the Kool-Aid. I like that one, Gardner. I should have said that. That's a better way. Yeah, I was sipping on the Kool-Aid there for a while. And while there's some facts that are sprinkled there, I wouldn't be surprised if that's another, campaign that's driven and controlled by the powers that be. So you got Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister. He tested positive. It doesn't even seem that bad. I know some politician has tested positive, and they're going online talking like it's not that bad. I think Rand Paul, one of the congressmen, he tested positive. But I mean, most of these people are at home. They don't even got to go to the hospital. So the reaction seems exaggerated to me from what I'm seeing on the ground or even on the media. So let's see. Stocks pull back after the 3-day rally. We just said that. Let's talk about Monero. Quietly gains 99.5% as Bitcoin price consolidated. This was posted 8 hours ago on Cointelegraph. And like I've said, guys, if you really are a true crypto maniac, this is like the only true crypto. Okay, it's the one that's fungible, the one that's private. The rest of the coins are blockchain technology and surveillance coins. Since dropping to $24 during the strong market-wide correction on March 12th, Monero has rallied 99.5%, currently trades at $49. Recent recovery occurred on consistently strong purchasing volume, and the altcoin has spent the last 10 days trading in an ascending channel. At the time of writing, Monero has pulled back slightly, and after touching the main trend line of ascending channel at $50, but the pattern of higher lows has remained intact since March 20th. You can see the pattern here is looking good. I mean, Monero's the only one. If you really want to trade and buy on fundamentals, like, true sound crypto, this is it. Now, is it going to be the one? I really doubt it, but I think it's always going to be there. Roger says, if Bitcoin came out of the last crash, what will come out of this? Let's see. I think that what's going to come out of this is what they're pushing for is a digital dollar, okay, a blockchain tech. And in my opinion, guys, I think I've said this before. There's one could argue that obviously Satoshi is not here to save anybody. Satoshi's arguably is Santa Claus and part of the deep state. And this thought kind of crossed my mind the other day. What if Bitcoin the whole time was just a case study, a case study to how they would use a blockchain technology in the future? They wanted to see how it would react, how people would use it. And yeah, if a few people got rich off it, who cares? Okay, it's just a drop in the bucket. But they have over now a 10 years use case study of blockchain technology, and maybe perhaps they can get that data and refine their own centralized system so they can lock it down, put you in the cell block in chains even more. There is neuro-linguistic programming going in that word in itself. Blockchain, cell block, in chains. Okay, locked down. Roger Ripple says, yep, we can only bunker down for a bit. At some point, we have to charge the line. Are we going to... And we are going to lose people, says CryptoZilla. There needs to be a few leaders with balls to explain. In the past, we have to confront that cost lives. Yeah, it's up to the leaders right now, but a lot of them are just bending the knee, following in line. And like I said earlier, now you got a situation where a lot of municipalities are going to go bankrupt, and they're going to have to go to Big Daddy and become slave to the Fed and get even more bailout money. And this is by design. The Fed's going to buy out everybody. And, some of these sovereign municipalities may, not even that they're sovereign, but you know what I mean. They may lose more of their freedoms to the bank. Digital Gold said the peace and quiet's great. Yeah, there's a good part of, about, people staying home. I talked about, the positivity and the opportunities that may come out of this and the self-reflections that many need. So, there's always a positive spin, indeed. How's the world going to change moving forward now when when so many employers now have realized that their employees can work from home? Now the schools are not going to go back. You're going to see some parents homeschooling or doing other options and alternatives. And, I can see at least this next year, there's not going to be as much traffic. Okay. Boom! Currency just dropped me $20. Kaboom! In any system, environment, and season, it don't matter. Shout out to Currency. And him and his people have been calling it for a while, the global reset. And it seems like that's it's going to be. Although they may not call it the reset, we already see what's going on. Thank you so much, Currency. Guys, follow Currency. Show him love. He always stops by, throws me $10, $20 and a comment, and gets going. But I appreciate him so much. And he's one of our crypto bros. And, he's spreading that good crypto word, along with keeping people up to date what's going on worldwide in this economic and what him and his crew call the economic reset. And I can see the logic to that as well. So, everybody looks at it a little different, but it seems that we're all about the same page. We know that they're trying to change the game. They're trying to take over the monopoly board. Thanks a lot there, Currency. Hi, Champ. UK Prime Minister both. Yeah, we just talked about it here on Wall Street Journal there, James. You must have logged on right now, but yeah, I was just explaining that. Boris Johnson, he tested positive, and he went online and he was talking. He didn't even seem that bad. He's like, yeah, I got a couple sniffles. I don't feel good. But, guys, come on with this exaggeration. Everybody's acting like a child out there. If you're not convinced that the world is ran by the feminine energy at this moment, I don't know. It's plain as day. Everybody's scared, freaked out, acting like a little baby out there, like a little, come on. Yeah, it's all good, James. Yeah, we mentioned it. Let's go ahead and take a peek over here on D Live and shout out anybody that has been participating with any gratuity for the lemons. Thank you so much to Currency. He dropped me $20 on the YouTube super chat. Make sure you follow Currency365 on YouTube. He's one of our crypto bros. And shout out to New Boomer. He dropped me 15 lemons. CryptoZilla, he dropped me 10 lemons. Digital Gold dropped me 3 lemons. And I'm going to go ahead and drop 50 lemons into the treasure chest. And these rewards will be distributed soon. So make sure you follow me over there on dlive.tv/champagnecrypto. And you are an active participant in the chat box on DLive. Okay, so we can't give all the juice to YouTube, guys. We can't give all the juice to YouTube. Come on. Tarot TV says, Champ, you are the man. Bitcoin to the moon. Shout out to you, Tarot TV. Thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, D-Live it, guys. D-Live it right now. Why not? And then we got CryptoZilla just donated another ice cream, which is 10 lemons. Do I have a link? I'm going to lace you up with some links to join D-Live, guys. Let me show you a link here to join D-Live. Why not? And listen, I share these links because I get little kickbacks. Like the D-Live, I think I get a little lemon or something if you join with my link. And then the Brave browser, you could block ads, earn BAT tokens, and I get like $5 for that one too. So, just to be clear and transparent, if you feel some type of way about it, then go around and don't use the link. So I'm just being honest with you guys. Let me go ahead and New Boomers out there with the memes b-boying. New Boomer says D-Live's where it's at. Yeah, I just posted the link. Yeah, that's a link that to join D-Live, and if you join using that link, I get like a little kickback. So it's it's a way to support the champ. You don't have to use that link. You could join directly, and it's free to join. This is just another social media platform, and I like it. I use it every day or just about. Let's check out this article over here on CoinDesk. I was reading it before I went online. I'll link it here in the population of the chat. Along with, let me link that Monero article that I just checked out too. I'm going to link them all here so you guys can check them out. This Monero article, I just covered this one too. For governments, fighting the corona pandemic is like fighting a war. Leaders of Italy, Spain, and Germany have used the analogy, along with CEOs of Bank of America and the U.S. telecoms AT&T, to describe the mass-scale efforts needed to combat the disease. Okay, during a televised press conference, Donald Trump characterized himself as a wartime president. Let's get to the meat and potatoes here. Now people are questioning the dollar dominance, but dollar is dominating right now. Even before the coronavirus hit, questions were percolating amongst some economic and monetary officials over whether the dollar-based system could last through the 2020s. One concern is that the monetary policy in the U.S., actions by the Fed to maximize domestic employment and keep prices stable. Boom, boom, boom. Obviously, they're questioning whether this Fed helicopter cash with trillions of dollars will cause some inflation. If there's a possibility to create some digital currency not tied to any domestic economy, there might be an opportunity for somebody to figure that out. Says, who's saying this? Tim Shaler from I Trust Capital. Okay. And then they're talking about the dollar's inflationary threat. Despite the flood of new dollars in the U.S. currency has surged in the recent weeks to its strongest level in 3 years. Let me repeat that. Despite the flood of new dollars, the U.S. currency has surged in recent weeks to its strongest level in 3 years. Inflation is muted and the economy weakness means prices in the U.S. won't be pressured upward anytime soon. So what you're going to see here in the short term, and what we're already seeing, is a deflation, some deflation in the economy, and the dollar is getting stronger here in the short term. When would the dollar top off and start to dump? And I think at some point, I mean, it has to happen. I don't know. I mean, like, how long are they going to be able to print and print and print and print before the inflation kicks in? It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out when we have at least 2 major financial players that are going to emerge from this, said Omar Osden. China will have its own thoughts and may take a different direction from, let's say, a Bretton Woods-style global organization. And I've said this. I think what we're going to see here is kind of like what happened after World War II, where the world kind of splits into 2 systems. You have like a kind of a Cold War. You have like the Russian side, and then you got the East and the West, basically. The American side and the Western side. And I see something similar happening where you have this new American U.S. dollar type global system, and maybe they're against China, because you already see the programming labeling this the China virus, and they're kind of trying to make them the enemy out here, which is all smoke and mirrors out there, guys. I think they're all behind. Everybody in the top of the pyramid, they know what's going on, and this is a takeover by the central banks. I've been going to other videos and looking through the comments to find cool ones. Says New Boomer. He's referring to the memes he's sharing there on DLive. Always very saucy memes, very danky memes. I like that one with Rambo. Cryptozilla says pangolins smuggled into China have been confirmed to contain viruses closely related to the ones sweeping the world. What's a pangolin? Some sort of an animal, obviously, but I can't picture it in my head. But you know that they have some weird stuff going on over there. Apparently they're eating bats or whatnot. I don't know if that's fake news or not, or what's going on, but I've heard it all. Boom, boom, boom. And this is how it looks, guys. When you use the Brave browser and you get an ad, you see on the bottom here behind this, the little bull here that I have on the bottom right-hand screen, I just got an ad for Proton VPN. So I click on it, boom. And then you earn BAT tokens for clicking on these ads. And what's cool about this is, again, you don't have any ads on the actual pages. It's all blocked. Look how sexy CoinMarketCap looks, as opposed to looking at on Chrome. So download it, do it. Stop playing games. At least earn a couple BAT tokens, guys. You can use every single coin right now in these trying times. Derek McLean says those pangolins look like armadillos. Hard to describe, but they look cool. Okay, yeah, I can't picture it in my head, so. So that's what's going on, guys. I shared this Monero link to you. Monero doing better than Litecoin, right? Let me see. Monero is what? Remember for a while there, the price of Monero and Litecoin were about the same. Now you got Monero at $49, Litecoin at $39. And Monero has a lower circulating supply, right? 17 million Moneros as opposed to 64 million Litecoin. Prognatic says, Champ, don't forget me. Shout out to Prognatic here. Cryptozilla sharing a link there on DLive to apparently pangolins found to carry viruses. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't concern us here. I don't know anybody that's importing pangolins. So, I don't know how much that concerns people. Thank you again to Cryptozilla for the lemons. Thank you again to New Boomer for the lemons, Digital Gold for the lemons. I'll be doing a lemon distribution in just a moment. Make sure you follow me on dlive.tv/champagnecrypto and you're active in the chat so that you could possibly get some of these lemons. You think Litecoin will hit 1,000 before Bitcoin goes to 150K? I don't know if Bitcoin will ever hit 150K or Litecoin will hit 1,000. Those are wild numbers, and that we got to deal with what we have in front of us, not what could or couldn't be. That's just being a dreamer. Okay. It may not ever get there, We need to get to all-time highs first. We need to. How many times have I said this? Bitcoin needs to stay above 10,000 for about 6 months to even convince me of anything. And really, at this moment, I don't know how it's going to do that. Even with the halvening, I really don't know. CryptoZilla says China needs to save face. Yeah, I mean, those arguments, you know, I'm sure you're right. But I don't know how concerned people in the West are about pangolins and stuff like that. LOL, 150K wild numbers indeed. Yeah, those are wild numbers. I don't focus on wild numbers. I don't focus on fantasies. Okay, let's those are fantasies right now. We got to deal with what we have right in front of us. What we have right in front of us with Bitcoin and crypto in the short term is more reasons for them to go down than up, and that's the facts. So, you know, how are we going to pivot and react around that? You know, what are we going to do about that? You know, we're at 66 right now. You know, what are you going to do if it goes back to 45? No, not to say it will, but it's always a possibility. And right now, like I said, I think that there's more reasons to trade sideways or go down than for us to even pump over 10K. Nano says the dollar to silver ratio on US debt clop is now up to 1950 per ounce. Gold is at 16,000 per ounce. Keep stacking metals in addition to the bits. Yeah, we've seen clearly that metals, I mean, and you know, this is nothing new. We knew this. And that's the reason that cryptocurrencies are referred to as coins, because of the scarcity of metals. Obviously, it's inspired by that. Metals have always been a good store of value. There's nothing new there. Gold being a better store of value apparently in these times than silver, even though silver is doing a little bounce back here. Where's gold at? Gold is at $1,600, and it was kind of at 15 for a while there, and you know it holds steady. You know, there was a sell off from 16 down to like 1450. You know, about $200 shaved off the top. But that's not a much of a drastic weight loss compared to even Bitcoin and all the stocks. You know, Bitcoin dropped from 9,000 to 5,000, guys. You know, in just like a few weeks. And yeah, gold dropped from 16 and a half to about 14 and a half. That's not that bad. And now it's right back up to 1619. The halvening is what I'm relying on, that or a complete flip in the system and total exception of digital currency, which looks possible. Yeah, but just because they implement a digital currency, that doesn't necessarily mean that's going to, you know, drive the price of Bitcoin. Although maybe it will, but you know, that's not guaranteed, basically. Yeah, you're right there about that, Nano. Premiums are through the roof for precious metals. Demand is high, absolutely. As are demand for guns and ammo. People are selling out. As is demand for groceries. I mean, you know, it's hard to find some ground beef nowadays or some chicken breast. You may go up to the grocery store and they don't have what you're usually looking for. So right now you're gonna need real assets, something that's real, you know. In about 1 minute, I'm going to do a redistribution over there on DLive. So make sure you are tuning in. We only got 4 people on DLive, while we have about 15 people on YouTube. And again, just go ahead and use DLive. Comment over there. I'm going to share a meme. A how dare you meme. And my boomer meme. And while I'm at it, let me share Building 7. Head over there, guys. I'm going to do a redistribution in just a moment. Take another peek here at the legacy indices. S&P over there at 2534. Dow at 21.6. This is all fake. This is the fakest market of all time. This is just all fake. At this point, you got the Fed. They're about to start buying like cities, guys. Yeah, how about gold? You know, gold seems like, and it's always been, you know, it's been the store of value. So, I mean, if you were holding gold at 16, it dropped to 4, it went back up to 16, nothing happened really, you know, like you hodled right through everything, so everything's all good when you're holding the gold bag. But, I mean, is that anything new? Gold. Does anybody have to convince you that gold is worth something? I mean, come on. Now, is it going to kapump and kaboom to 20K? I don't think so. But, you know, it's definitely holds the ground better than Bitcoin did. That's why I live on the water. I can catch my meal. Shout out to Roger. Yeah, I like that. We were talking about, someone was mentioning learning how to fish. The champ has that skill in his pocket. I actually got a nice fishing license as well, because nowadays you can't even fish off a pier in certain states without them trying to fine you without a license. License is cheap, though. It's like $20, $30 for the year, but you know the deal. S&P there, we said that. Dow at 2170, 21,712. Let's look at the metals. The future of metals. These are the metal futures. 1621. Silver at 14.45. Platinum 735. Copper. Let's look at the agriculture here on the futures. Coffee's down. Wheat is up a bit. And I'm going to get more into looking at these futures, and maybe I'll pop open a Robinhood or something on you guys. 90% of my meme comes from CryptoZilla. Yeah, CryptoZilla has the most memes of all. He's the meme champ out here. He doesn't play games. He's got all the danky memes. And continue sharing them, guys. I like the activity there on DLive. And if you guys can't see it on YouTube, there it is. Here on the bottom right-hand side, Building 7 didn't kill itself. You got little doggies with guns. You got the shades. You got the rockets. Let me share another one. You got Ric Flair. And you got your lefties that are triggered. Boom, boom, boom. We got 5 people in the box. Let's go ahead and do a redistribution right now. Right now. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. You'll see me. I click right here. I distribute rewards. We got 52 lemons in the treasure chest that will be distributed randomly to the top participant in the DLive chat. So head over there right now. We got people running over there right now. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get it popping. Let's go. Distribute rewards in 30 seconds. Lucky winner today is Digital Gold. That's 2 days in a row that we get just one winner, as opposed to the most of the results usually have like 2 or 3 winners. But nevertheless, congratulations to Digital Gold. You got 52 lemons, and kaboom, kaboom, kaboom to you. Let me drop another bomb. Thanks for your participation, guys. So make sure that you catch this every single live stream we do this. Head over to dlive.tv. I got the linkage down there. Let's lace you with another link. Let me give you another link to join that DLive. Guys, why not join DLive and experiment with an alternative to YouTube? Don't give YouTube all the sauce, guys. Don't give them all the sauce. Well, thanks again. I'm lemon blessed. Yeah, hit some lemonade there. Drink some lemonade. CryptoZilla there with another dank meme. And that's what's going on, guys. I'll take a few more comments and questions. It seems like we cover the beats out there as the world is on welfare. And, these markets continue to get rigged. We stay focused on the prize, and we continue to exercise and look at the positive spin on this, guys. I hope you guys are exercising. So what I'm doing, I did an exercise today. I'll be honest with you. I did 3 days in a row, so I'm going to do like push-pull legs or something similar to that, and then rest on the 3rd day. So I've been this whole week, or just about, I was waking up crack of dawn, do my little jog, and then straight into my workout. And then I'll resume that tomorrow, as you should too. And I'll post some links, but I can direct you to Scott Herman's page. He's got 10-minute workouts at home with no equipment needed, and he's doing push-pull legs. So he's got I believe he has a push video, a legs video, and I think a pull video he's about to drop. And they're all like 10 minutes, real easy to do at home. Digital Gold with the lemonade, indeed. CryptoZilla says U.S. death could vary widely, ranging from as low as around 38,000 to as high as 162. Yeah, I think no one really knows. And again, those numbers, they sound scary, but when you compare them to other causes of death, they're probably not that scary. James Harrison Bodle, excuse me if I'm mispronouncing that, says, "Hey champ, I didn't comment on here much, but I've been watching every day for the last 3 years. Keep on booming." Thank you so much, James. I appreciate the gratuity. He gave me 5 British pounds there. I appreciate it. Stay strong over there as the Prime Minister stays strong as well. And we'll get through this, guys. There'll be a new day. And let's take this opportunity that we have at home to self-reflect, to sharpen our blades, to eat better, to get stronger. And maybe if you have a side hustle or some other type of idea that you always wanted to work on, now you have some time. So, work on that. CryptoZilla says, compared to World Meter. He's showing me another. Let me see this, CryptoZilla. CryptoZilla sharing some linkage. Okay, so this gives you some. 150,000 people die daily from all sorts of things. We never shut down the economy. That's a good way to put it. You got 150,000 people dying every single day from all kinds of different things, and we've never shut down. And like, how many people a day die from COVID? It's like less than, I don't know. This is retrieving data. It's taking a little longer to load up, but let me link. Well, he linked this in the D Live chat, but I'm gonna link this again so people can check it out, because maybe it doesn't load up on me. And then eToro hitting me up with ads. Boom, boom. Well, I don't know. It's not loading up, so I'll try it next time. Scroll down to health. Let's check it out one more time. See if it works here. Oh, this would be interesting data if this thing would load up, but it gives you like, how many people die by seasonal flus, deaths of children under 5, abortion deaths, deaths caused by smoking, by alcohol, suicides, just so that you can get kind of an idea as to, how the other causes of deaths impact the world. CryptoZilla is reporting 3+ million communicable diseases, deaths this year, 115,000 plus seasonal flu, 1.8 deaths from children. Right. So you got an idea of what it is. And when I say that this Rona is being taken out of proportion, it's clear as day, guys, when you start comparing it. And, this is part of the casting of the spell, guys. You need to accept the bullshit, and you got to be an idiot running around fighting for toilet paper, thinking that this is worse than it is in order for the spell to work. Okay. It's real simple, guys. In a way, like, they got to give it to you. They got to, behind everything, there's got to be kind of small print. The fine print's there. Like, oh, by the way, these are the numbers. But if you looked and you start comparing them, you would realize these numbers are not as severe as others' numbers. There's 41 million people infected with HIV. So, yeah, you're right, CryptoZilla. Anyone hear of funerals taking place for the supposed death from COVID? I haven't. Yeah, neither have I, Nano. There's over 500,000 deaths caused by alcohol. You're right. And nobody's shutting down liquor stores either. So, I think we understand this, and the majority of people do. And then while, people are so freaked out about social distancing and not going back to work. Listen, guys, I'm staying in, and I'm washing my hands. I'm keeping my distance from people. But to be out there shaming people that have to work and can't stay home is ridiculous, guys. If you feel concerned, you have all the right to stay at home and do what you feel is right. But to be shaming other people because they got to make ends meet it's pretty bad, if you ask me. I'll take a few more comments and questions, guys. I think we drove the concept home out here, and there's no reason to FUD or anything. We'll get through this. We know what's going on, and this is not our battle to fight, guys. All we got to do is get out the way and speak the truth, okay? I don't have any aspirations of being in control of power of anything, and so it doesn't really matter. I just want to go ahead and be debt-free, really, and be as self-sustainable and independent as possible in this. So, It's the people that want to be part of the system and they want to fight within that system and want power, you know, that get caught up in all this stuff. This is not our battle to fight, guys. We just get out the way and speak the truth. And be patient at the same time. As we are going to sign out here, I had this video by Bill Cooper. I mentioned, and you know, I've said this before, and many people didn't get it. The reason I use the siren at the beginning of all these broadcasts is it's an inspiration from The Hour of the Time. Bill Cooper, the author of the most famous conspiracy book, the one that I think sparked it all in the 90s, Behold a Pale Horse. Bill Cooper worked for the military, and he exposed the globalization plan, the Illuminati plan, the FEMA being in control after the natural disasters or these so-called disasters, you know, and the intent for a one world government. It's all there. And he actually predicted 9/11. He predicted that there would be some sort of an attack that would be blamed on bin Laden. And he said this months before September 11th. I'm going to be playing a clip from his radio show that he did on shortwave radio for many years. It's called The Hour of the Time. And he's got so many episodes. And this guy covered the truth. You know, this guy is like the beginning of the truth movement. And he was gunned down several months after September 11th. For basically calling how it is, guys. I mean, he didn't say, you know, there's going to be a September 11th, but 3 months before he said, look how CNN ended up interviewing bin Laden in a cave after the CIA has been after them for years. Watch out, they're going to blame bin Laden for something. Obviously, this is being staged or something like that. I'm gonna play the clip. It's about 2 minutes as a shout out to Bill Cooper. Let's go ahead and do it.
Can you believe what you have been seeing on CNN today, ladies and gentlemen? Can you believe it? Supposedly, a CNN reporter found Osama bin Laden, took a television camera crew with him, went into Osama bin Laden's hideout, interviewed him and his top leadership, his top lieutenants and colonels and generals in their hideout. This is a CNN reporter with a camera crew. And he came out and told everybody, within 3 weeks, Osama bin Laden is going to attack the United States and Israel. Now, don't you think that's kind of strange, folks? You see, because the largest intelligence apparatus in the world, with the biggest budget in the history of the world, has been looking for Osama bin Laden for years and years and years, and can't find him. A reporter from CNN and his little camera crew got in to Osama bin Laden's secret hideout and conducted an interview. If you don't believe me, tune into CNN. They're probably running it right now as I'm speaking. And if you believe it, you are one of the stupidest jerks that ever lived on the face of this earth. And whatever is going to happen that they're going to blame on Osama bin Laden, don't you even believe it. When in hell are all you people going to wake up?
Shout out to Cooper, Bill Cooper. I linked that video down below, and he's got a, shout out to him. That's all I got to do the research, do the knowledge, and you can start there. And Cooper said that Jones was a shill, by the way. The robots cannot compute this type of info, says Digital Gold. Shout out to Digital, CryptoZilla, and Nano Joe, and the rest of the boomers. Let me go ahead and once again shout out new boomer, Digital Gold, and CryptoZilla for the lemons, and Currency 365 for the super chat gratuity. I appreciate it out there, boomers. On that note, I'm going to go ahead and tune this down. Stay strong. Check out Scott Herman's workout videos from home for a place to get some inspiration to do some exercises without equipment, because you guys should be doing it, okay? I don't want you slacking off on me because you can't go to the gym. There's no excuses out here, guys. On that note, stay strong and stay Rona free. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne. Thanks for tuning in.